What is wrong with me? I feel like even though I talk to a lot of people and get a lot of help from other people and try to change and try everything. Try everything to be better, try everything to be not depressed, not sad. I feel like I never get better. And I don't know why. I don't know why it's so hard for me to get better. To feel the little bit of happiness now, like even after I could have the best day of my life. The best day of my life, the best hangout with my friends. I could be very, very happy and fun in the moment. But as soon as I'm alone, as soon as the doors close, as soon as I'm in my room, I just get all sad again. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get better. And I always doubt myself. I'm a pretty positive person, but I always doubt that I'm gonna get better. And I always believe that maybe I'm not meant to get better. Maybe there's other plans for me in this world. And getting better isn't one of them. And no matter how hard I strive to be a better person, no matter how hard I strive to be happier, I just feel like I'm never gonna achieve it again. I'm never going to be happy. And maybe there's nothing wrong with that. And if I'm being honest, I've kind of been okay with that. I've kind of been striving for peace instead of happiness. And I think that has helped me in a lot of ways because I realize if you can be happy, you can be sad, right? And that can go along with, quite literally almost everything. Like if you're doing really good, you can do really bad, stuff like that, right? And I think I've changed my mindset to think in that way because I don't know if I would ever be happy again. And I don't want to have those moments where I feel like I'm happy in the moment. And I feel like maybe this is the turning point of when I'll actually start to become happy again. Because if in that moment and when I go back in my room and I'm not happy, then it would have felt like a lie. It would have felt like I will never be happy again. And I've never liked really lying to myself. I've never liked saying things to myself and not going through with it. And I would tell myself, maybe this is a changing point. Maybe this is where I become happy again, right? And a lot of the times it's not, right? So at that point, I've decided to just strive for peace and not happiness. And I've gotten so much help, and I mean so much help from a lot of people for the several years that I've been feeling like this. I've gotten a lot of help from people that know what they're talking about, to friends, to family, to anyone. And no matter what I do, I just never get better. I don't know what's wrong with me. And it might stay like that for the rest of my life. So I've just learned to accept it. I've learned to accept that I am not okay. That maybe I will never find out what is wrong with me. And if I do one day, then hey, that's great, I'm glad that I know what is wrong with me now. But it's not something that I am looking forward to, if that makes sense. And I've kind of am I okay? I've kind of accepted it that if I'm not okay, it's okay, If I never know what's wrong with me, that's okay. And maybe one day I'll find out the changing point. One day someone's words will maybe influence my decision, influence my mindset to think in a way where it's whatever is happening in my head is changeable. And right now though, it's not there. I like I always wonder, will I ever get better? Will I? And at this point, I just stopped thinking about it. I just stopped thinking whether or not I'm gonna get better or not, and I've kind of accepted the way I am. I've accepted who I am, and I feel like there's more peace that comes along with accepting who you are. If that makes sense for me, at least. And now that I'm searching for peace, now it's a lot more different. Now a lot of things have changed. I feel like within myself, in a positive way. In a positive way. So that's why I think it's a good thing, right? And maybe it'll stay that way, maybe it won't. I mean, who knows? Maybe one day, if somebody comes up to me or I see some hope and I see some hope, some light down the hallway, then I will run. I will run towards that light and hope that I can figure out what is wrong with me. But I guess I've been like this for a while, so I don't really strive to figure out what is wrong with me anymore. I kind of just live now, you know? I kind of just live. Like don't get me wrong. I'm doing things that I enjoy, things that I find entertaining and my hobbies and stuff like that. But time to time it just feels like I'm living. I'm just living to live. I'm living for nothing. And maybe maybe one day I'll find something, someone, or maybe even myself that I know what I am looking for and I know what I can live for. But until then, I don't know what I'm gonna live for. I don't know what is wrong with me, and I don't know if I'm ever going to get better.